This is a piece of advice that I learned a few years ago, and it's the one trick that's consistently helped me get out of a rut. There are these magical pockets in time where you just seem to do everything right. You're going to the gym consistently, you're eating clean, you're sleeping on a schedule, you're focused on your work or studies, and momentum just sort of carries you forward. You feel like you can get through your goals without it requiring much effort. That's not always the case. There are times where motivation is nowhere to be found, and even the simplest tasks like cleaning the dishes or replying to emails feel like a huge undertaking. Now that's where the real manly men of YouTube will tell you that you must rely on discipline and that you have to do the work, especially in times like this where you don't feel like it. And I agree with that. I think we should all become strong-minded, disciplined men. But what about the times where you've just been through so much shit? You've taken L after L. You just feel depleted emotionally and mentally. You start doubting yourself, and you feel how your will is growing weaker every day. That will that once seemed so immensely powerful you felt like you could move a mountain. Now you can't even make your bed. And you'll think to yourself, I know what I need to be doing. I need to be working out, and stop eating so much shit and stop drinking, and I need to sleep more. But you won't. And you'll continue to fall further and further into this downward spiral. You still haven't cleaned the dishes. Here's what I've learned. Whenever you are stuck in that mindset, whatever task or goal you're setting for yourself, you have to aim way lower than that. Way lower. 1 push-up, 1 email, 1 dish. Now, you'll think this advice is ridiculous. You'll think there's no way 1 push-up will represent any meaningful progress. But you're wrong. Because by the time you get down to the floor and you do 1 push-up, 99.9% of the times, you're gonna do a second. You might do 5 or 10. You might do a whole set. Now your blood's pumping and your mood's improved slightly. Then you move on to the kitchen, where you set yourself the goal of cleaning 1 dish. But by the time you get your hands wet, you're gonna clean a few more. And before you know it, the whole sink's empty. You pick up some trash, you take it out, now your whole space is cleaner. And your mood improves even further. And you start feeling just a little bit more in control. And you feel like you've created a little bit of momentum. You have to create a task so small, so laughably easy, that there'll be no mental barrier to completion. So if you're stuck in one of those dark places right now, give that a try. Just do 1 small thing and see where that takes you.